Hi, my name's Tim Johnson. This channel's about getting sober and staying sober. It's about becoming the best version of yourself that you can be. It covers areas such as decision to get sober. It covers safe withdrawal from alcohol and opiates, early recovery, and self-development, if you like. And it covers sort of my journey over the last couple of years of making these videos from when I first got sober after over 35 years of addiction. So please subscribe, please like, please share them if you find them at all helpful, because ultimately that means that more people will see them, and the only desire I have is that my experiences may help other people, and if it helps one person, I'm absolutely delighted. Thank you. The title of this video is Fail Like a Child. It's quite an unusual title. I was sitting in the village the other day having a coffee, watching a mother encouraging her child to walk. You know, obviously the child was taking more or less his first steps and was about 10 meters away from the mother and was getting up, and it was concrete that she was walking on, this little girl. Took 2 or 3 steps, crashed to the ground. 2 or 3 more steps, crashed to the ground, got up, not a whimper. Her only desire was to get to her mother and walk. And it really sparked something inside of me, because that desire to achieve and not give up is what it takes really to become sober and to progress from there. Because it's a battle, it's a hard fought battle, getting sober and staying sober. There's no doubt about it. And along the way there's many failures. But this not giving up is so important, you know, and it's a bit of a cliche, never, never, never give up. But I watched this child and I thought back to, you know, when we're children, we have this mentality, you know, that whatever happens, this child's going to walk. You know, we are going to walk. We won't give up. You know, we have absolute belief in ourselves, and until we're preconditioned and suddenly we doubt our beliefs, when we start worrying about what people think of us, and doubt starts to creep into our mind as children, and then fear creeps in, and then that self-doubt. Because a child trying to walk or trying to achieve anything at that age has no preconceptions, no fear, it just has this focus and desire to achieve and to do it, to accomplish its goal. And then all of a sudden that gets taken away from us when we sort of the belief in ourselves sort of disappears and self-doubt creeps in, as I say, you know, and our beliefs become conditioned and preconditioned, and then it becomes really difficult, because, as I say, fear creeps in and we start not to believe in ourselves and believe that we won't, you know, accomplish this goal that these tasks that we set ourselves. And 2 years ago, I was in you know, 2.5 years ago probably now, I was in you know, a state where I had given up. There was no doubt I had given up. You know, I tried numerous times to stop taking drugs and drinking alcohol, but it had just escalated to a stage where I just had no self-belief. I hated myself. I hated everything I stood for. I had no self-respect, no self-esteem. I didn't even keep myself clean. I was just in a dark room in this beautiful place I live in, not talking to anyone, you know, and I'd more or less lost everything, because you can guarantee alcohol and drugs, when they've taken everything else from you, and they had at that stage taken almost everything from me, they'll come back for you and they'll claim you, and you will die. There's no question about it. And that decision then has to be made. Please don't leave it as long as I did, you know, to 56 years old I was, you know. But you know, the message I want to get across from this, it's never too late. And along the way, there will be many failures, but you've got to be like that child I talked about at the beginning. You've got to get back up. Doesn't matter how hard it hurts when you fall, and it will hurt, and it's a very bumpy road. You've got to get back up and keep moving forward, keep walking forward, and keep battling, because eventually it will stick. There's an old Samuel Beckett saying, a really, really good, because there's no shame in failure. And it takes many failures to create success sometimes. And Samuel Beckett once said, I'll have to quickly glance down at this. Ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail again, fail better. And that's the message from this. Fail better. And that's that child walking forward, because there was an extra step every time. You know, it may have been a failure crashing down to the ground, but there was an extra step, so she failed better, failed better. There's no shame in failure. It takes time for this to stick. It takes time to come out of the darkness. And I came out of the darkness 2.5 years ago. And I haven't stopped moving forward since. And there's been some bumps in the road, there's no doubt about it. And it's hurt sometimes, and it does hurt. And it's not pleasant. But all of a sudden you come out of that and you find this true inner peace and true happiness. You know, the real you, if you like, you know, and that's preconditioned you starts to disappear. You chip away at it and you find your real self and what really matters in life, which is really just your health and the love of your family. They're the only things that matter in life, really, truly matter. You know, it's great to accomplish things, it's great to have things, I suppose, but it doesn't matter, and none of that matters. All that matters is the love you have for your family and they have for you, and your health, ultimately, because you only have this second, this day, and that can be snatched away from you in a moment, as can everything you love. So don't waste it in the darkness. Be that child. Start to move forwards. Don't be ashamed if you fail, because you will fail. And sometimes, you know, and sometimes you learn from that failure. But you should learn from that failure. And you just get up and you just start walking forwards again. And then you'll fall down again and then you get up again. Never, 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 never give up. Fail better. And that's the mentality it takes to become sober and stay sober, and to keep moving forwards, and to ultimately become the best version of yourself that you can be. You can only ever do your best. If you do your best at whatever you do, you can have no recriminations, no self-hatred, no regret, because you've done your best. And that's all anybody can do. And that's all we can do in life. So just love your family, love yourself, and do your best. And then you'll become the best version of yourself you can be. Thank you for listening to this. Please subscribe, please like if you found these useful. Thank you very much. Carpe Diem. Don't forget, make today the day you start moving forward. You start the battle. You start to win. Much love to you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.